My tips on how to find all the leaves and get this badge. My first tip would definitely be to become familiarized with the spawn locations of the leaves, which I'll showcase here, as this will make it easier if you don't know where else to check. It can spawn on the bridge, the barn roof, the grassy area between the bakery and the barn, the main pathway. Usually the leaves surround all areas of the pathway. They also spawn in front of the falling leaves sign and in front of the roller coaster ride. They should spawn all across the path leading to the campfire and around the campfire too. They also spawn in the outdoor seating area of the bakery and in front of the entrance. Lastly, they spawn around the spinny ride, around the stage, and in front of the corn maze entrance. Now that you know where they spawn, my next tip would be to really spend time in one specific spawn area. By doing this, you should start off by collecting the most visible leaves in one area and slowly make your way to try and find the less obvious places they could be. Like here, I get the main ones and then move to the side where the tree and the bench is, as they could be hidden there. After that, I move on to a different area, doing the same thing. Pick up the most obvious ones first, but then move on to the sides to see if there are hidden ones in that area. Be sure to check things like grass and the hay bales. Then I started working on the area next to the spinny ride. In this area, a lot of them are hidden in the grass, especially in front of the maze, so be sure to check there. I also check around the trees and bushes just in case. So I've checked around the outside of the spinny ride. Now I'm going back for the obvious ones that are there. The next area I'm doing is the pathway to the right of the barn, in between the bakery and acorn game. Same idea. I'm collecting the most visible ones first and then slowly moving to the side where the hay is and checking if they're there. Sometimes I also check around the trees. I also found a leaf in this hay bale before. It's the one in front of the bakery. Now I'm doing the main leaves outside of the bakery. Again, I'm moving off to the sides to see if they're in the grass and maybe next to the trees, and also checked the pumpkins in front of the bakery. Then, I did the bakery entrance and seating area. I didn't really check any areas off to the side here because I don't think there is any leaves that aren't too obvious here, but I still recommend checking. Next, I did the pathway up to the campsite. Now here you are definitely going to want to go off to the sides and check if there are leaves in the grass. Same with the campsite. This entire area has the most leaves hidden in grass in my experience, so be sure to keep an eye out here. After that, I checked in front and behind the falling leaves sign, including the pathway and sides again. The next area is the stage in front of the maze. Here you want to make sure you look near the hay seating area and a bit in front of the maze. The last areas I thoroughly check were the pathway in front of the stand where you get the leaf blower from, the bridge and the barn roof, and lastly, the roller coaster ride. I hope this helped a bit. I know this is a bit tricky to do, but basically just thoroughly check areas before moving on to the next spawn locations.